What's going on, everybody? It's Saul Sunforge here for Dungeons and Taverns. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, you're doing well. I took a few days off while I was recuperating from all those videos I made to celebrate the OGL 1.0 victory. Uh, the way work fell and everything like that, I ended up having to make about 9 videos in the period of a day and a half in order to get those 10 videos out to you guys by the end of the month. We ended up doing it, and it was exhausting, but it was fun. So, and we also made some new friends from them, so that's great. Welcome to everybody who just joined our channel, and welcome to those of you who haven't yet joined but will in the future. At the beginning of every month, or maybe every other month, depending on how many changes I have or things that are coming up, I like to give you guys an update on what it is that I'm working on and things that are going to be happening in the channel in the near future, and sometimes the distant future as well. I know last month I promised I would have your guys' map finished that I started working on for you, and that's probably about 60-70% done. Unfortunately, because of the OGL situation, I didn't know what was going to happen with my D&D content, and I had a whole bunch of videos in the pipeline that was made but not edited. I kind of had to see where that stuff was going, and so I didn't get to focus on the things that I promised, but I did get to make quite a bit of things that, in addition to what I promised. And so I guess it all works out. But for the month of February, we're going to go ahead and finish that map for you all. So you'll have a complete product that you'll be able to download for free using my Google Drive. We're also going to finish up the So You Want to Be a series where I go through and make a level 1 character for 5th edition of every class. I think we have 2 classes, maybe 3 left. And so we're going to go ahead and finish that series out for you in the month of February as well. So you're going to have at least 2 or 3 of those videos in order to finish the series out. I know we left Quest for Glory 5 in the back burner, and by extension Neverwinter Nights, because I kind of play those usually at the same time and just make them into the several videos and edit them down like I need to. So of course we're going to get back to Neverwinter Nights, but we're going to finish Quest for Glory 5 and probably get into its spiritual successor, Hero U Rogue to Redemption. And once I clear that series out, I'm not going to start up yet another game just yet. I'm reclaiming that time a bit to work on my project, which, if you watched my other videos, as you know, is Resnium, which is my ttrpg that I was working with here and there. But due to the changes of the OGL, I decided to become much more serious with it, and it's gonna encompass more things in detail than I originally planned it to be, because it was just originally supposed to be just something amongst friends, kind of like a D&D light, if you will, just more fleshed out. Some of the things that didn't make sense were corrected, and that's pretty much it. But now, with the changes to the OGL, and us deciding to just go beyond all of that nonsense, I'm fleshing it more out. And so right now on that, I'm working on some races. I got a few races made. They're not fully fleshed out. None of my stuff is fully fleshed out. And, I'm leaving all those things open so I could keep improving them as I go. Nothing will ever be finalized. Even once it's finally released out for a product that can be purchased, I'm still going to look for ways to keep making everything better. That's just the way I operate, and hopefully that's something you can appreciate as a potential customer or friend or both. And once I get enough donations saved up that I can pay some artists potentially to make a few different character sheets to go ahead and select the ones that we like. And, we could probably use the other ones as alternates if you wish to, or, just use the main one and then focus on that art style and that artist and go that way. But in order to do that, I need to raise donations, and that leads me to my next part, which you've seen on the screen the entire time I've been talking, is my Patreon. I finally went ahead and set up the Patreon. Now, I don't know really much about this, so you guys are going to have to leave down in the comments section, maybe some videos I could watch, or if you want to walk me through some of the major details on Patreon. But from what I understand is I could create content for you all, and it's sort of like a gated thing where you can donate a little bit just to just to support the channel, or you can donate more, and each one of those ways that you donate more, I'm to offer you more and more items. I believe that's the way it works, which is completely fine because that seems like that's what I would do anyway. And so some of the things that I plan right now, it's just a placeholder, just a $5 tier, just as like a thank you, for the channel or whatever. But eventually, I plan on offering you things like exclusive maps that you can only get from Patreon. I'm still gonna make free maps occasionally and things like I've already done, and I'm just gonna go ahead and offer, more detailed work than I already do for the free maps, which is already it's quite extensive, but I enjoy it. I enjoy those things. But if I could offer you even more value on top of that, for just a small donation, of course I'm going to do that because I want to be able to support the channel and grow. But I want to be able to do that using the money I raised from the channel to put back into the channel at first, because I'm not a rich person, so unfortunately I just can't do it on my own, or else I would. And so the Patreon will do polls, and there'll be timed exclusive videos, and there might be some exclusive videos that are only on Patreon. A lot of the Resnium specific content is going to be on Patreon, like the inner workings of some of my mechanics and things like that. And that's just because if you're invested on Patreon, I know that you're actually invested in my products. And so some of the suggestions and things that you make on my designs, I could take to heart, to knowing that you actually kind of care and are invested in the product as well. And so you really wouldn't make suggestions that are taking me further from my goal. And they're more so suggestions that hone me towards my ultimate goal of creating a better product for you all. And of course, my Patreon subscribers are going to be able to play test all of my changes and mechanics and things a lot sooner than when I'm comfortable releasing them to just the YouTube in general. And then, of course, there will be a Patreon-only Discord channel, where you'll be able to talk amongst each other. We'll eventually get it to so this way, if you guys are looking for groups, no matter what your ttrpg is, but especially if you start playing Resnium and you're looking for narrators, which is the equivalent of a dungeon master or a lore keeper or whatever you like to call them, but for Resnium, I'm calling them narrators. And so you'll be able to get a group together, or you'll be able to join my groups, and I'll be able to pick from those of you who've donated. And of course, I'm going to have one shots, or maybe 2 or 3 sessions chained in a row for free for my YouTube subscribers as well. I'm not leaving anybody out. It's just more of a way for me to say thank you in addition. And you can be sure that I'm trying to pack my videos and my channel with as much of a wide variety of content as I can, and make sure, most importantly, that most of it is of substantial quality that I could provide with my limited editing skills and just my one-man production. I would love to have 2 or 3 editors that are able to go through my videos and edit what I'm saying to you down into more of a concise message. I would love that, but unfortunately I can't afford that right now. But with your help, maybe eventually I will be able to afford those things, and then we can get the ball rolling. In the future, once I start opening up more of those higher level tiers, where I'm able to offer you more stuff on a consistent basis, because right now most of my time is going towards Resnium, but once I'm able to open up those other tiers, I'm going to be offering you homebrew classes and spells, and I'll be giving you some of my homebrew rules that I implement with great success. So that's some of the stuff I'm working on now, and some of the stuff I have planned for in the future. I thank you so much for all your support. If you enjoy my channel and you're looking forward to seeing what I am capable of doing in the future, and by extension all of my subscribers are capable of doing, because we're all a team, and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you all watching me do this. if you're looking forward to what we could do in the future, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, leave a comment down below. I will respond to all of my comments until the day where I cannot possibly respond to every single one of my comments. And I'm very stubborn, so I'm going to try for a long time after the point where I probably can't anymore. So let's get me to that point, and I promise good things are coming. So thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day. I'll see you soon.